Oh yeah. 10 boxes. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I have a 10th one down here. And the 10th one has already been partially opened. What's going on? I'm Gazbot. I'm an artist and illustrator. I have a podcast. I have a show about Power Rangers called Action Activate. I'm also a toy collector, and this is a video about toy collecting. I've got 10 boxes of vintage toys from the 80s and a little bit into the 90s that my buddy, I don't know if he wants me to say his name, I'm going to call him Golda-Bear. That's going to be his code name. Golda-Bear, my golden savior, he basically was cleaning out his mom's house of his old stuff and was like, hey, do you want any of this? I might keep some, I might get rid of some, and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he sent me 10 boxes worth of stuff. I have a vague idea what's in some of them because he sent me a couple pictures and based on his age and the things, but I don't know what he sent. And the coolest part, though, is that basically he said I could keep whatever I want. And then the rest I'll sell or give away or whatever. But everything in here theoretically is mine. I'm not going to keep all of it, but it's like going to a vintage toy store and anything you find that you want, you can have. And yeah, so it's pretty exciting. And so I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't know if I'll break it up. I did a little preview video, because I just couldn't wait. Because it's been about, believe it or not, it's been close to 2 weeks since I got these boxes. Because I just have a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life. And I didn't want to quick open them. I wanted to really be able to check them out. And I wanted to film it to let other people enjoy it too. And so now I'm finally going through it. But before that, I did a quick opening of this one. And there's, I'll put a video for that before this. And basically what I found in here was a m.a.s.k vehicle, which I believe is called Raven. I haven't done any research. This is all just stuff I remember off the top of my head. Knight Rider, Stomper, GoBots, Psycho, Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo, and then a whole bunch of these vehicles which are from Buddy L. I think they're all from Buddy L except for one, which might have been a Kenner. And these are all, again, this is all 80s. I think this is all 80s, actually. I was going to say he's 90s, but Turtle started in the 80s as well. Of all this stuff that I've seen in here so far, the thing I was most excited about was the m.a.s.k vehicle. Now, I know these are the incorrect figures, but who knows, maybe their vehicles show up later. I'm mostly an 80s collector. I do collect some 90s and modern stuff that has those properties. Like I collect modern Transformers of old Transformers characters, etc. I have very few GoBots, and I have zero m.a.s.k, weirdly. I used to have it as a kid. This is a vehicle I had as a kid, so this is the one I'm most excited about, the one I'm definitely keeping. These Buddy L ones, I'm almost definitely getting rid of. Everything else is somewhere in between, so I'm going to move all this stuff over. There was also this silver piece, which I didn't know what that was for. This is a GoBot Power Suit, which I will likely keep. They form a bigger thing. And this is from m.a.s.k Commanders, which I actually, weird enough, from the 80s. I don't have any m.a.s.k, but I have a bunch of m.a.s.k Commanders. Figure that one out, I don't know. But so, depending on what's in here, might be something I need. So now I'm actually delving into stuff that I didn't see before under the bubble wrap. Oh, one GoBot I saw before, which I don't have a ton of GoBots. I kind of pick and choose, and this one might not be one that stays with me. So this, I believe, is from m.a.s.k Commanders, another piece. I think this goes on a track. For those that don't know, m.a.s.k Commanders, the whole idea is you hang it from things, and then there would be strings and other stuff that would connect, and so this might go on a track. Let's see what else. So now, underneath, yeah, there's a bunch of bubble wrap in between the layers. Okay, here's a tank. I think there's another, there's the Buddy L tank. Something loose in there, I don't know what it is. This one actually is metal. Some of them are metal, some of them are plastic, some are a mix of the two. This is I'm not, like I said, I don't plan on keeping any of the Buddy L stuff. This is the only one that has tempted me because I'm also a Godzilla collector and I have some big Godzillas and it might be fun to have a little tank that he can stomp on. So this goes in the maybe pile, unlike all the other Buddy L, which is they definitely get rid of. Let's see. Okay, so here's another m.a.s.k Commanders guy. This is one of the people from m.a.s.k Commanders. And they all had little hooks that could catch themselves, kind of like safety bungee cord things. And this goes in here. I honestly don't know if I have this or not. I don't think I do, but maybe once I get more pieces put to it, then I'll actually know if I have it or not. So let me see, what else we got here? A nose cone from a Generation 1 Transformer aerial bot. I want to say Firefly, maybe. That'll just sit there. I actually have, I think I have all the Generation 1 aerial bots, but if there's one in here that's in better shape than mine, I will swap it out. Okay, cool. Here's another m.a.s.k vehicle. This is Venom. This was not the first or second wave. This might have been like third wave. I kind of remember this vehicle, but I don't remember what it's called. It was sort of the answer to Condor, which was the good guys one, where it's a motorcycle that flies. It looks like it might be missing a piece, one of the wings there, but otherwise it's in good shape. All the chrome looks nice and stuff too. This is a maybe keep. I mean, all the M.a.s.k stuff is a maybe keep, but the Raven, it's funny because I keep calling it the Raven, I'm not even sure if it is the right title, but is in worse shape, but I'm more excited about it because I have a personal connection to it. Okay, so I see a few more things in here that I'm very excited about, but I'm going to wait and I'm going to focus in on the M.a.s.k stuff. So this is, I believe it was called Gator, and this was a Wave 1 that has a little piece that goes on here. This was a hero vehicle, and there's another piece to it somewhere, hopefully, because it was a Jeep, and it would shoot out like a, I don't know what you would call it, but like a boat, essentially. But the boat piece is missing, and the boat piece is also the seats in the Jeep. Okay, here's another M.a.s.k one. This one I remember the name of. This is Firefly, and it is a race car. A lot of the things would just turn into flying vehicles. That was like, or like, you know, oh, it was a car, now it's a jet. It was a tank, now it's a helicopter. And then they all sort of have some sort of gun, you know, battle mode as well. So you can see that's sort of the race car, and then one of these makes it flip out. Not that one, that one. I think the other one has a bomb. Oh, it has a bomb, and I think the bomb's still in there. Look at that. Nice. I'm sure everybody loses that bomb, but not Golda-Bear. Not Golda-Bear. And then you open this up, and there's a little gun there. So this is, I will probably keep as well. Put that right there. So I got a lot of M.a.s.k stuff going on. I'm seeing what the camera can see. If I push it up too much, you won't be able to see. Okay, so I believe the remainder in here actually might be the most exciting thing out of everything so far, or at least tied with the Raven, if that's what it's called. Another 80s property that I have none of, that, like M.a.s.k, has not been rebooted or re-released in any way, so the only way to have it is to have the vintage stuff, is a smaller property called Wheeled Warriors. And that's what some of these pieces are. Wheeled Warriors, this is a hero, I believe this is Armed Force, and they all had sort of chrome, and they were modular, so the idea is you would mix and match and whatever, but there were kind of base forms that were in the television show. So looking at what I got here, I have the base body of what I believe was Armed Force, and then this is most of Saw Boss, which was the enemy leader, and they were all plant-based, the monster minds. And inside, they'd have a little plant brain, and this guy has his plant brain. And then it looks like the frame to his wheels, or at least somebody's wheel frame is here, but again, it's pieces I'll have to put together. And then this does not, I've seen this piece before. I've seen this piece before. G.I. Joe maybe? I know I've had this in my collection, I don't remember what it goes to. It doesn't go to Wheeled Warriors though. Here's another piece of a different character, an evil character called KO Cruiser. So, okay, what I'm gonna do is, the stuff I know I'm getting rid of, I'm gonna throw in here to keep that separate, to make a little bit of room. Kinda looks like an army, whatever. Actually, I'm gonna put this in here too, just to keep them together, even though I might keep that one. So these ones I'm definitely getting. Okay, let's open another box. Now that box I had already somewhat open, so this is gonna be fresh. Fresh, I have no idea. The one thing I know actually, there is not, despite being a primarily 80s collection, there is going to be little to no Star Wars, because Golda-Bear, while being a Star Wars fan and of the correct age to have vintage Star Wars toys, for some reason had almost no Star Wars toys. And it's not as though he didn't have toys, as you can see, so I don't know. This is also cool because I get to like just see somebody else's collection and like what they bought or what people bought for them. Oh, okay, so I see, what is this? Okay, that stumps me. This is like role-playing. It's like obviously like a wrist brace you put on. It's not He-Man because it's got a little star attachment, star design. You see what it says? HG Toys Incorporated, Hong Kong. Might have been just one of those generic Be a Warrior thing. I'm gonna put that to get rid of because I know I don't want that. But I did see in here immediately more M.a.s.k. And I kind of remember this one. I don't remember what it's called, but it was a billboard. And the idea was that people would go by the billboard and then, oh, it's not working. There's a little switch here. All right, well, the switch doesn't seem to be operating. And then it pops open. Ha-ha! And there's a guy in a cannon blasting everybody. And it actually also has little fans on it. I don't know if it's supposed to fly. I doubt it. But, yeah, I don't know why it's not opening, though, because half the fun of it was that you'd pull that and it would open up. But what's interesting is on the one side is Pennzoil, and it looks like a real ad. And then on the other side has Thunderhawk, which is a M.a.s.k vehicle. Oh, no, it even says M.a.s.k sponsored. Okay, so that's cool. This is going to take a while. We're at 10 minutes, and I'm basically through one box. So, yeah, this might have to be a multi-part. We'll see. All right. So, okay, more Sky Commanders. This is... most of them had strings, but a few of them had this kind of track. and this is what I'm saying, it'll go on that track, and then he would hang down from it. I honestly don't remember if I have this, because I have one that has this sort of track, but I don't know, like, they all have a similarity. Like, they're all this color, and, you know, and I've also pieced a lot of it together, so it's not like I had this from when I was a kid, or I bought it brand new in a box. A lot of it is like a lot like this, where I put it together. So I may have pieces of this, I may have the whole thing, I don't know, I'll have to look at that more. More Sky Commanders. This one I do have. This, I believe, this is an enemy one, you can tell by the colors. I believe this is called Jackal. And this one was a little bit of a M.a.s.k transformer thing. I'm not going to do it now, but it would sort of fly in and then and it would lock onto the thing. And if you look, there's the pilot inside here, and he is in here, and he has the rope, like, elastic on their arm is the thing that usually goes. And even though he has it, I can tell it's worn. Like, you probably don't want to take it out and unravel it, because you might never be able to use it again. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get. I don't want to mess with it too much. As I said, these are taking a long time, but these in general, I may cannibalize for parts and like put together pieces I don't have, or, you know, there could be duplicates. It's like, you know, you might see like 3 of these in the show, so I have to figure out what my setup's going to be, and maybe there will be duplicates in the background representing other soldiers, you know, not a specific character. Okay, so a little bit of He-Man, our first He-Man piece. This from the Vintage Masters of the Universe. This was not Stridor. Stridor was the good Eternian like vehicle. This was Dark Horse. Oh, I know his name too. I know it, but I'm blanking on it. But it was the evil version of the mechanical horse. He's supposed to have a tail. It's weird. Some of this stuff is like in perfect mint condition, and other stuff is like clearly this was on the playground. Has residuals. If I had to guess, I'd say that's from the slime pit maybe. But he's in pretty good shape. He's cool. I used to have Night Stalker. Night Stalker, I think, might be his name. But he's pretty cool. He's a maybe, because I have a lot of He-Man, but more of the modern re-release. They've re-released it a few times now, but the stuff that Matty Collector did that now Super 7 has taken over is the bulk of my collection. Okay, this is another Sky Commander, another Tread releaser. This one I don't think I have, this piece. So maybe this whole thing together, maybe I have some pieces of it. I don't know. All right, let's hear. Oh, more M.a.s.k. Okay, so this, I think we're at the end of this box, yes. So I'll put this box down. And this one was called Slingshot, I believe. Oops, excuse me. My microphone is tickling my feet. And the idea is it's a van. This is missing a piece just like that, although it might be in another box. And so it's got this kind of 70s van vibe. And you go in, and there's a button. Maybe it won't stay together because it doesn't have the other piece. But you press the button. Or maybe the mechanism isn't working. Well, you press the button, and this thing is supposed to pop up, which it did a minute ago. Actually, looks like it has a burn mark. This might have been left out in the sun or something. This one is one of the ones that is in less good shape. Well, anyway, oh, there we go. Okay, so that goes up, and this flips up, and so there's a red jet that takes off, but then this stays on the bottom as like a turret. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool. Even without the jet, that's pretty cool. So we'll put that over here. All right, so that box went pretty quick. So maybe we'll get to where we're at, 13 minutes. My guess was that this would take me about an hour, but I'm not always the best at time estimates, so, you know. Okay. Oh, okay, I see more Sky Commanders right away. Something from He-Man. Well, we'll do the Sky Commanders first. Okay, so this is the string that I was talking about that you normally see. It's more common than the track stuff. This little ending here, like a ton of the vehicles have it. It's sort of an omni-purpose. This is one, boy, it's kind of tangled up here. This one's motorized, where you'd wind it up and then you'd press the button and it goes across. This one's for string. I may or may not have this, or I may have a variant, because again, there are several that are similar but just slightly different. Here's some more. Oops. Some more connectors. So the idea is you'd like wrap this around something and then pull the string. So all this Sky Commander stuff, I'm just having to go through. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this empty box and start putting all the Sky Commanders into this, because I won't know what I'm keeping out of this until I like basically open up my other Sky Commanders and compare it all together. So I'm just all Sky Commanders. You're all going in here. All right. You too. Don't try to escape. Command the sky. Don't run from it. All right. So now I saw this. This is from He-Man. I can't remember the name of it. Road something. It's like the top. It's like a motorcycle thing, and this will be on the top that will pop up, I believe. We'll see if there's more of that somewhere else. Here is a missile. I don't know what this missile goes to. It's definitely not G.I. Joe or He-Man or Transformers. I'm going to guess M.a.s.k, but if so, I don't know what vehicle. All right, and here is a canopy. I believe this is for M.a.s.k. This looks like it might go to Miles Mayhem's, like the blue jet that turns into a copter, but I'm not sure. I'll put that over here. And then, oh, okay, cool. M.a.s.k, this is the part to the Jeep. So, that keeps coming off, but it's not broken. So, I don't remember if I said what I thought this was called, but I think Gator might be the name of it, now that I think about it a little bit. Oh, and it's supposed to have a depth charge there, which I don't see. I know there's some figures floating around here. Oh, no, those are not the ones. Okay, so that's slightly more complete than it was. All right, now put that over there. And, oh, okay, here we go. More wheeled warriors. I'm gonna have to, I like the effect of like these monolithic walls next to me, but I'm also running out of space. So I'm gonna push that over. So more wheeled warriors. So this is the body to KO Cruiser, which was the head I found before, so I'll stick that in there. So he's a little bit more complete now. And then Sky Commander evil Omni clip thing that comes with everything. All right, so put that over there. Oh, and here is, from Masters of the Universe, Strider. And look at that. The tail that Night Stalker is missing was in Strider. So now Night Stalker is in better shape and Strider immediately is in worse shape. Strider actually, though, is in better shape than Night Stalker. He's cleaner, he's tighter. Yeah, he's just in better shape overall. Maybe he was a less favorite of the two when played with by a child, which is what all this is supposed to be done. Weird. I think children play with these. All right, more M.a.s.k. Talking about classic M.a.s.k. Again, first wave, Matt Tracker, leader. This was Thunderhawk. This was like the Optimus Prime of the line. Like that was on all the merchandise, everything. Wow, it's got its missiles too on the bottom. Just like with Firefly, I would expect the missiles to be gone. Now that's awesome. The bad news is these little things are very loose and they keep popping down. So it's supposed to be, you press that, and this is like the least transforming of all of them. It's basically like a DeLorean. The wings go up, and it's got jets, and somehow that makes it fly. It does have rubber tires. I think later versions had plastic. So there's a lot of good, and it's more good than bad. The only bad side is that these are a little loose. But this is, all the stickers are, well, the stickers are in good shape, not perfect shape. But that's pretty awesome. And that's, if you're gonna have M.a.s.k, you wanna have Thunderhawk, so that's good for me. Now there's something big here. I don't know what this is. Oh, more M.a.s.k, yeah. More M.a.s.k. M.a.s.k. Enemy vehicle. It's got, I think, a spider web on it. I'll deal with that later. No, I won't. It's still there. Okay. This is, I believe, called Jackhammer, and you press the back, and the top comes up into a little turret, and there's some more schmutz on it, which, you know, slime or cobwebs or whatever, and then that slides up. Oh yeah, there's some white in there. This one's one of the messier of them. And they're all in good shape. I don't want to give the impression they're not, but some of them are in perfect shape. This one looks like it's been played with a kid and left in a basement, which they all have. But many of them are in better shape than you'd expect. Again, the pilot's not here. Rubber tires. That's pretty cool. This is a Wave 1 villain vehicle. All right, and so, okay, perfect. So this is the other, put that down there. This is the other piece, the slingshot that we saw a minute ago. Oh boy, the sprinklers are coming on. And I'm getting wet. Yeah, I'm getting wet. I'm not getting soaking wet. It's like a little drizzle. I'm gonna pause here. Yeah. All right. Well, after a brief rain delay, we're back. We're back, everybody. I got myself an orange Fanta. Don't you want a Fanta? So what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. This is the other piece of slingshot. This, again, pilot not in here. We click in like that. Click down. Put that in. You. Now, I should be being gentle with these, but these are like rugged toys, so I'm trying to treat it the way I would when I was a child. Badly. Well, we'll figure that out later. But, as you can see, it spins around even with... All right, so I'm going to take one of these boxes and make it be a M.a.s.k box, because, once again, we're getting a nice pile here. And M.a.s.k, many I will keep. But yeah, so these ones are now complete except for the figures. So any that are complete except for the figures I'm going to put over here. Actually, I'll leave that one out because I need to... Yes. Okay, so again, making room. All right. that's good for now. Okay, opening up box 4. Rats. Box 4. I think what I might do is maybe I'll do 5 boxes and then do another 5. And I'll probably film it all at once because I'm out here, I'm doing it, but I'll break it up that way. So this is 1 through 4. Okay, box 4. One thing I haven't seen a lot of yet, I was going to say, one thing I haven't seen a lot of yet is Transformers. And I think there's some Transformers in here. But before we get to that, more M.a.s.k. This is Condor. Again, a first wave hero vehicle. And this is the one that this guy goes to. The little yellow mask man. I want to say his name is Buddy. And he has his mask. Also, M.a.s.k character, he's got some scratched up on the front of his chest, but the mask is in good shape, which I care more about. A lot of the M.a.s.k characters later in the line got sort of, let me see, does this guy have it? No, they either would have a design that went down further on their chest, and I heard it's because of choking hazard, I don't know if that's true. But the earlier ones, when they re-released them, like this one doesn't go that far down, and this looks accurate to the show, but they would put sort of a bracket on the bottom of it, and so I prefer the original ones because they look closer to the show, and they're the ones I had as a kid. I didn't have those later ones. So, but anyway, he's basically complete. That's how he sits in it, right? Yeah. So that's basically complete there. And then right behind that, this one may have been the first M.a.s.k vehicle I ever had. I had that one too. I had most of the cheaper ones in the beginning. I think a lot of families like that. They're like, oh, you like M.a.s.k? What's that one? It's $8. That's the one you like, you know. So this is missing a few pieces, but this is, I want to say Piranha? And this was the Venom vehicle motorcycle. Like the other one, this one came much later. And it was like a submarine that would shoot out. And I always used to pretend it could fly because it's got these big blasters on the side. But it is missing, I think there's a canopy, kind of like this canopy, but not here. And there's also some kind of shield that goes on the front here. And again, not to mention the pilot, but so I'll leave that there for now. Stickers are in good shape. A lot of times you see these things, they're may or may not be missing pieces, but the stickers are usually garbage. Now, a collection of 80s stuff that I do have a lot of, and it was one of my favorites then, and it's one of my favorites now, is Transformers. And I could see some definite Transformers in here. Specifically, and more excitingly for me, later gen Transformers, because the really early stuff I either have or don't want, and then there's like a stretch in the middle where I have a good amount of. All the stuff towards the end of after the movie came out, there's Headmasters and things like that. I didn't have a lot of it, and I always wanted it. It was, and even now in my collection, I don't have a lot of it. And these two, for sure, are from that exact time period. Matter of fact, I think this might be one. Now, my knowledge on these is not going to be as good because I never had them. Oh, these are definite keeps. These are right up there with, these might be my top thing now. I want to say it's like Dreadwing or Double Wing or something. It's a Decepticon. It's 2 Decepticons. The jets turn into robots. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to mess things up. It looks like it's a Power Master, maybe, because it's got like a button there, or maybe that's how they connect. I know there's one that's like the 2 of them connect. I don't know if that's this one or not. I'm very excited about these. These are super awesome. They will go right into my collection for sure. Very cool. And I love, it's funny because a lot of people don't like this era of Transformers because they get, kind of like with G.I. Joe, where they get away from the more realistic vehicles and stuff, but I liked it when they got more sci-fi and crazy, and they have Headmaster, Target Master, Power Master, Combiners. That's my fans. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching on TRL. Hey. Oh, yes. TRL. That was the thing, right? The funny thing is I'm saying that, and that I didn't even really watch that show, and it doesn't exist anymore, so it's bizarre. Oh, whoa. Did not expect this. This is from Ghostbusters, the cartoon, the real Ghostbusters based on the movie. And I didn't expect it because Golda Bear is the biggest Ghostbusters fan I know. But maybe he didn't particularly like this figure. I think his name was Touchdown Terror. And he transforms. These are like the ghost figures. So there's a way that... I didn't like that sound. Oh, he's just got really tight joints. They're a little sticky too. Sometimes older toys, the chemicals leach out of the plastic and they get more brittle. And they also get a little tacky, and I think he might be in the early stages of that. Oh, here we go. Okay. Touchdown Terror. How does he transfer? Okay. Oh, there we go. So his legs go down. I never had him as a kid. So there's probably more to it than this. But you can see how he's like a monster inside, and he's got a little football for a tongue. Yeah, there's definitely... I think I did that wrong, but... Touchdown Terror. Yeah, his feet are white, but they're clearly white painted over the red. So that's also starting to turn a little pink. That this at the front though. Oh, more Transformers. Okay, roughly the same era. I think a little bit before these guys, or maybe not. I'm trying to remember when I was a kid. This is, I believe, Scattershot, the leader of the Technobots, which was an Autobot combiner. In the cartoon, they were created by Grimlock, who had a helmet that made him a genius. So he made these guys, and they were all smart. And then when they combined into Computron, he was like the smartest one ever, just like basically a supercomputer. And then Grimlock got turned back into dumb, and they're like, "Oh, how sad! My creator is now stupid." I don't remember if I might. Okay, I think at one point I had Computron. My G1 Transformers are in flux right now. They're in a box in the other room, so I'm not sure. But if I have Computron, do I want a Scattershot next to him? Like, I've seen some Transformers collectors where they'll be like, here's the robot and another version of it in the vehicle and another version of it. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I got to think about it. Those guys are definitely keeps. He's still very cool and from an era that is like has a special place in my collector's heart. Somebody called it nostalgia, when you're nostalgic for things that you didn't have. So I guess he would be nostalgia for me. Okay. Ooh, another kind of tacky, sticky figure. My aunt, a couple years back, had gotten a huge box of Ninja Turtles for me from some like yard sale for next to nothing, and it was super sweet of her to think of me. But for one reason or another, like she didn't give it to me right away, or it stayed at her house, or and it was in her attic, and she lives on the East Coast, I live on the West Coast. And the last time I was back before everything went down, I went up there and found it, and there was tons of cool stuff, but they all were like sticky, gross. And I tried cleaning them, I tried running them through the dishwasher. I got rid of most of them just because I didn't know what to do with them. But anyway, he has that. It's like, but this was I believe the second generation of Ghostbusters, and it was Peter Venkman with the freight features. They'd all whoa, ah. And I have an audience there. Like I said that as a joke, but I can see into my house, so my family is looking at me. I had him. I remember buying him at Toy Masters in Red Bank, which stopped existing like 2 years ago, but I'd been there since I was a child, and I even worked there in my teen and early 20 years. Anyway, that's very cool, and if I was going to pick one, that's the one I'd want, but he's sticky, and I hate touching him. Here's Donatello, first generation one. He looks hard head, no, squishy head that's just so old it's hard, so I'll put him over here next to Mikey. All right, now, more Transformers. Okay, this guy, I believe, is called Dreadwind. Dreadwind or Dreadwing. Very similar to these guys. You can see like the aesthetic. Like this was like the new generation of Seeker, although more expensive probably. He was a headmaster for sure, and I don't know if his head's going to be in there. If it isn't, it'll be kind of a bummer. No, it's not in there. It might be somewhere else. I remember having this. Wait, or is it Ape Face? Oh no, wait. I'm not sure. This might be Ape Face or Dreadwing. I'm mixing them up. But I had this figure, whatever his name is, as a kid, but it was one that I got off of a friend for like $1, and I didn't have the head, and the nose cone wouldn't stay on. I actually had tape in there to hold it together. So even if he's missing the head, this is like a really nice version of the crappy version I had as a kid. So definitely going to keep this one as well, even if I just keep it in the jet mode. All right, so I'm starting to run out of room here. All right. Oh, hey, more Wheeled Warriors. This is the base for Drill Sergeant, which was the second command of the heroes, so that's good. And then the rest of it, I didn't. Okay, wow. Oh, this is very cool. I actually never owned this complete as a child. The original, I don't know, depending on where you got it, Godaikin or Matchbox Voltron, the die-cast metal one. Now this one has seen better days, but it's got both of the fists for the arm lines, which is the main thing that's usually missing, so there's a plus there. Oddly, the other ear is broken and the wings are broken off, which is strange because usually, like, I guess these are missing because they shoot off, and the other stuff. Oh, and the tail. But basically, the Black Lion has seen better days. Like his tail got busted off, his wings, and the chrome on his legs is completely rubbed off here and here. And the chrome on the side. Yeah, it's in rough shape, but it's very cool. It's heavy. And I don't think I ever owned any of these as a child. I borrowed this or played with my friends a few times. Later in life, I got the Blue Line from somewhere, and I had some of the vehicle Voltron, but I never ever owned this. I now have like collector's versions of this version of Voltron. Not whatever, you know what I mean, modern version. I'm looking at it though, and it has Japanese stickers on it. So this might actually be the Godaikin version of Go Line as opposed to the Matchbox version of Voltron. Let me see. Yeah, I'm relatively sure, which may make it more valuable, although I think it's basically the exact same figure. I'll put him up front here. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Okay, so we're at 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to cut this into another part. So that was 4 boxes, 4, 5, 6. So I'll open one more box, and that'll be the end of this episode, and we'll go to another episode. So let me, running out of room again. What a good problem to have. Just running out of room. Okay. Box. Get my trusty X-Acto knife to open up box 5. Box 5. Oh, you know what? I'll start a Transformers box. Because I know for 100% I'm keeping these two. Very, very cool. Yeah, they're... the Wheeled Warriors and the M.a.s.k are cool because I don't have any in my collection. But those are cool because I don't have them in the collection I already have. Like, yeah, I think those are number 1 right now. Even though I can't remember the names of the characters. Put him in there, too. Yeah, he's Golda-Bear, I believe, is a few years younger than me, so it's probably like he started collecting around the time I stopped collecting, and so he got all the ones that I, like... I don't know why I stopped playing Transformers. Maybe my parents stopped buying them for me, or they weren't in the store or whatever, but it was definitely like... There was, the wave after I stopped for like a year or so of the stuff that I knew existed but I didn't have. Oh, more Transformers. More Transformers. Let's see. Oh, wait. I misspoke. GoBots. And this one is missing its arms. I don't remember what he was called. I remember seeing him. He's sort of like a glider, the kind that could land on water. It's also a plane. I'll put him over here with the other GoBot stuff. Okay. More G1 Transformers. This is another aerial bot. Except that it's not Slingshot, it's not Firebolt. I know, but I'm blanking on it. But he's put together. He's in decent shape. I'll put him. Well, actually, I'll put him right there, next to that nose cone. And maybe we'll have all the pieces to make Superion. Oh, here's another Technobot. So if I don't have Computron, I might soon have Computron, and if not, I might have to make a decision if I want the Technobot to stay next to him. There's supposed to be some missiles on here. I want to say this guy's name is Strafe, maybe, but I'll put him here for now. And another, wait, nope, this is not a Technobot. It's Transformers. Oh, okay. Another one I didn't have from that same era I was just talking about. I don't know if he's on over a Decepticon because he's got this Reveal the Shield. He's got the Reveal the Shield. And I know it seems so random, but it makes sense if you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, I gotta do this again. Okay. The Reveal the Shield, it'll let us know with heat, he's a Decepticon. That was my guess. Okay, so that showed up. It's a 2-parter where there's probably a jet or something in here that clicks on and then it becomes one robot. But I never had it, so I gotta wait. Oh, more GoBots. Okay. Oh boy, this guy's rough. This is Leader 1. His arm is broken. He's very loose. He's missing the canopy. He's in rough shape. He's a background corpse. And Crasher, another main character. Oh boy, I can't even. Yeah, it seems like Golda-Bear really liked. It seemed like Golda-Bear really liked GoBots because they are the most played with and loved, more than the Transformers. But these are also earlier, so it might have been he was younger when he got these and played with them a bunch, and then the others, maybe people kept buying them for him. I could ask him, but I'm just speculating. Once he was too old to play with them or whatever. Oh, wow, this is a Warpath, which is like, I want to say 2nd or 3rd release. He looks in like perfect shape. I think I have a Warpath, but I don't know if he's in this perfect shape, so that's really nice. And he's got the Reveal the Shield too. All right, so let's see. It looks like mostly GoBots and Transformers here. Okay, here's a Super GoBot, which unfortunately is missing his leg. So, Super GoBot Psykill. Psykill was the leader of the Renegades, and now Hasbro actually owns the rights to GoBots now, and supposedly Psykill and Leader 1 have shown up in Transformers comics as secondary characters and stuff. So the original Psykill, this was all like parts former, he had to pull off. This one is built in, but he's missing his leg. I really dig, I never had a Super GoBot, I really dig it because it's just basically like a better version of the GoBots and it's more in scale with like a Transformer. The fact that he's missing his leg is a bummer because I guess I'd leave him as as a motorcycle, or a cycle, if you will. But for now, I'll put him over here with the GoBots. Figure that out later. Okay. And here, oh, another G1 Transformer. This is Trax, and he is missing an arm. Other than that, he's in good shape, though. He's got the reveal the shield. Okay, I'll just put him here for now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. And I also, I'm pretty sure I have Trax, so even if he wasn't broken. Oh, okay, this is great. This is great. This is Power Master Optimus Prime. Now, I've had pieces of Power Master Optimus Prime several times. I never had him as a kid, but as an adult, I picked up a few pieces. This is sort of the main version of what he looks like, but a piece that's often missing is the head when he converts with the trailer. So I've had the trailer and I've had the body. I've never had all the pieces. I don't even know what I have now, but this is the best piece if you only have one. But this head is everything. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, cool. So, well, this is a head to Shockwave, who I haven't seen Shockwave yet. This is an accessory for Scorponok, the giant headmaster. That would, I guess he would be Fortress Maximus' main enemy. This is also a piece for Scorponok. This is like a claw thing that could be a shield that he wears. Comes out from the city. This is Roller from G1 Optimus. This is the purple one. When I was a kid, I had the silver one. I don't know which came first. I always thought silver came first, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was a variant. It was equally showed. Oh, okay. Here's the jet that goes to this guy. Wow, this is not painted at all. Not even a cockpit. So he would come in and click on like this somehow. Click on. Somehow he clicks on, and then they transform. Sort of like a jump starter, but how do you? Okay, well, I just popped it up. All right, well, I'm gonna figure it out more later. Maybe I thought it was like an automatic transformation thing. But maybe you actually do have to put some work into it. But that's the character that we're talking about. So individually, they're a tank and a jet. They're not a robot. You put them together and it becomes a robot. And I think there's a more clever way to do it than what I just did, but we'll figure that out later. All right, so put him down. And let's see. That's all my Sky Commanders down there. Right. All right. Wow, there's a lot of Transformers in here. Okay, so this is Groove, I believe. Wait. Hold on. I thought this was Groove, who was one of the Protectobots, but now I'm second guessing myself, and I think he is actually... Yeah, he's actually a GoBot. But what's interesting is it says Harley Robo. For those that don't know, GoBots came from a line called Machine Robo in Japan, which had a completely different cartoon and mythology and all that stuff. Yeah, so this is not Groove from the Protectobots. This is the Machine Robo version. I don't know what his GoBot name is, and he's missing an arm. Having a hard time transforming him right there, and I don't want to stress it and break the plastic. I'll come over here. And going back to G1 Transformers, oof, he is missing some stuff. This is Blitzwing. He was one of the first triple changers, the Decepticon. He could be a jet, a tank, and a robot. I'll put him in robot mode real quick here. And he's got a recent re-release of the original triple changers. Well, of the original triple changers, it was him and Astro Train. And neither were amazing. Like, it was early days of figuring it out. It was more about the gimmick that they could be three things, as opposed, like, you can see, just looks like a piece of Lego, kind of, you know. But then they had Octane come out shortly after as like the third one, and he turned into like a 747 and a tanker and a robot. And so his alt modes weren't as good, but he was the best figure of the three. So he's missing a few pieces, but he's cool. Ooh, I see a head. Yes. Okay. This head, I believe, is the head for this guy, and maybe it's Snapdragon. Maybe that's the thing, because it definitely is like a monster-looking head. Rawr, rawr. It's a little snap head. And then I remember there being a way to like flip up, yeah, the back. You just sort of flip it up so you can't see the face. But so this is a triple changer that is a jet, a robot, and a monster, and I'm 99% sure this is the head that goes to it. So I'm going to put him in here. Cool, that made him a million times better, and I was already happy to have him. Okay, so there's that. Ooh, what is that? What is that? I see something. This is like the Transformers box. Oh, yeah. This guy, all of these, most of these, again, are like post-movie-ish timeline, which falls right into my sweet spot of stuff I love and don't have. This guy, I believe, is named Mindwipe. He's got like a bat, and he would like literally wipe people's minds, make them forget stuff. That's not the headmaster though. The bat head. So I guess if I don't have the headmaster, he just stays as a bat. I don't want to mess with him too much because I've never transformed him before, and I want to rush it here. But I'm very excited. This is another one where if the head's in there, awesome. But even if it's not, yeah, I'm just gonna put him right in here. All right, put that over there. Okay, here is. Now this is one I actually already have, but because of the character, that's fine. This is Scourge. Whoops. Scourge from the movie was, depending, he was one of the Seekers. He was Thundercracker or Skywarp, and the other was Cyclonus, and there's like a weird debate about it. But regardless, I have him. Two things though. I'm missing this piece on the one I have, and because he's Scourge in the sweeps were basically clones of him. So ideally, you'd have 3 or 4. So this is perfect. This would mean I have 2. And the one with the proper headpiece would be the actual Scourge, and the other would be Sweep. So that's very cool as well. I'm putting some Transformers down there, leaving some up here. I realize that I don't know why I decided to do that, but that's what I'm doing. Pardon my swig. Okay, what's this? This is... Okay, it's a camera Transformer, like an old-fashioned black camera where you click, 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 like Peter Parker would have in the comics back in the day. It's definitely not Transformers. It might not even be GoBots. This might be like an off-brand converter, Microman thing, something. Yeah, these joints are tight. He's missing 1.5 arms. Well, he's missing 1 arm. The other arm, I'm not sure if there's supposed to be another piece. This is Japan. Thinking about it, Golda Bear's parents, maybe they traveled. I don't know what they did when they were younger. I know they... I don't want to say what they do, just in case. But maybe a lot of these actually came from Japan or were imported from Japan, because there definitely was a thing when the Transformers and GoBots were big where, like, any robot that would come from Japan, people would get. And sometimes it was the other brand name of the actual figure, but it was, like, the Japanese brand name. And sometimes it was figures that were just random Japanese toys that people were like, I guess that's a Transformer. And maybe that's what that is. This is very exciting to me. I am not sure who this is. This is a Autobot Transformer G1 later in the line. I vaguely think maybe I recognize it. I think it's a Power Master because it's got a spot for the engine. Let me try to see if I can transform him. The one good thing also... good thing it's a sturdy toy for children. The one good thing also about this phase of Transformers is they were a little bit easier to transform and a little bit sturdier because they were all plastic as opposed to like half metal with little pins and stuff. Now it seems like this should fold down, but when I do that it like kind of resists a little. Does this slide somewhere? Turn that, and now it goes down? No? Alright, well you don't want to sit here and watch me transform. I'm excited about this though, because this is like, oh, okay. You gotta slide, that thing spins around. There we go. Come on, I know this goes down, I can see it, and that'll be his chest, or his head, or something. Alright, I gotta stop, but I'm very excited about this. I'm not even sure who he is, but he's one I want. He's very tight, too. So that's very cool. My G1 Transformers, my m.a.s.k collection and my Wheeled Warriors collection has, like, begun. But my G1 Transformers collection has gotten a couple big hits of niceness in exactly where I want them. Big hits of niceness, exactly where I'd want them. A quote by Gazbot. Ooh, another one. Oh, yes. Okay, this one I think is Ape Face. This one I'm pretty sure is Ape Face. Let me see, does he have the head? He does not have the head, at least in there. So this one would be a jet, a robotic ape, and a robot. All from that same time period. I'm not going to sit here and try to transform this one either, but, like, this box to my left is, like, everything. Like, that's the... If I had to get rid of all of it, that's the box I'm keeping. All right, let's see here. We got good old Rodimus Prime. And from the movie, he seems to be in good shape. I don't want to transform... You know what I'll do is I'll just take up the back piece, because then I can see if it's... If this opens... I know this opens... I know it opens to be like a little battle platform. I'm having a hard time getting him out. You know what? I keep trying to rush and force things. I'm not going to do it. I have Rodimus. This one might be in better shape. Again, I'm going to compare the two and see which one makes sense to keep or cannibalize or whatever. But that's awesome. And can't have Rodimus without Hot Rod. Oh, Hot Rod's broke. Hot Rod is one of my favorite Transformers. It's funny because somebody was talking to me the other day about something. Oh, there as my friend Creed, he runs Retro Maniac. He's an artist and he like does retro stuff. And he was saying about the New Adventures of He-Man. He's like, I don't trust anybody that likes the New Adventures of He-Man. It's like somebody saying Hot Rod's their favorite Transformer. I don't know if Hot Rod's my absolute favorite. I'm not even sure who my favorite is, but Hot Rod is up there. And I know that's not a very popular opinion, but regardless. There were two versions at least of Hot Rod. One was a Target Master, one was not. And I think there was a difference in the type of sticker. This looks to me like it might have been the original because it has the less metallic sticker. I'll have to look because I think mine is in better shape, but this one might be a different version. And going back to how I love Hot Rod, I might keep it to be the other version because like there's a few characters. Hot Rod is kind of becoming one of them. Luke Skywalker's another that I'm just like I kind of want all of them. You know, like I don't need every Transformer they ever made. I don't need every Star Wars figure they ever made. But maybe I could have extra Hot Rod or extra Luke. Who's that gonna hurt? And then we got two more in here. We got another GoBot or Machine Robo. I believe this guy's name was Screwhead, which is kind of a weird name. He turned into a drill. Maybe it was Drillhead. No, I'm pretty sure it was Screwhead. He was one of the better ones. I had him as a kid. He was kind of common, but he was pretty good because he looked good as a robot and as a vehicle, and it was a fun vehicle. It wasn't just like a car. It was like, I'm going to drill you. Unfortunately, missing his arm, but I'm going to move over here with the GoBots. And the final one for this box is Springer. Is Springer from Transformers the movie, the first Autobot triple changer. I can see he's missing part of his leg. He's missing part of this. I think that's part of his leg. And he usually has a propeller that becomes swords and stuff. He might have, yeah, he's not in the best shape, but what are you going to do? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear this all off, and then I'm going to stop the camera, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to start the camera again and do the next 5, but that'll be the next video for you guys. So thanks for checking it out. Again, I'm Gazbot. I used to do a lot more toy stuff. I do stuff with Collection DX sometimes. You should check them out. They're pretty awesome. And I do Action Activate with the Big Dog Defender, which is my Power Ranger show, and I do art stuff. My channel is like art, toys, and Power Rangers, but lately it's just Power Rangers. I also used to vlog a lot, but nobody really cared about those. So this is not what I normally do anymore, but you can find a lot of old videos of me doing this. And if you like Power Rangers, watch that. And if you like art, check out my Etsy store, whatever. And if you like this, give it a like, follow, whatever. Even if you don't watch me, a follower helps. You know how that works. So for now, thank you to Golda Bear, and thank you for watching. And look forward to part, I guess, 3? Will I number it 1, 2, and 3? Or 0, 1, and 2? I think I'll number it 0, 1, and 2 to make it confusing. So this is part 1. Look forward to part 2.